그래, 이게 다. 초군인부, 초군인부, 로 몽구 침벌이.
Old friend, known for many years. 58 years now.
고.
Almost 60.
야마처럼 대 메글로 건질이야. 뒤도 안다 그래. 기겐.
20대.
가.
20대. 남게 캠보 and 다이 쿠쇼 다이압 냠도 데비. 세링.
캠부죠 가서.
Kembu, who was the abbot?
Yes.
At that time.
아, 유 정보 못 셔버려.
Kembu 겨울날에서.
르토가 족보래.
Trusted friend.
Yes. Thank you, Your Highness.
야다. 그래. 맞아 족보 제시. 다가다게 정물이 되가려야 일본 당국대 미지인병원에 원에다 저기 시디 마다 천사들이 몇몇이 원에 전에 시디 유대에 미다 동주 된 계지에다 어디에 상월로 시디 냠내 전에 대도야지 당에 내가 당국대지 원에 전에 저분이 되가려다 고전다 멍루스야다 매버지기 원에 전에 저분이 미리도 상월로 미치규리
So His Holiness is saying that his first commitment is for world peace, so that we would be able to live in peace and harmony in the world without any military forces, weapons, and so forth. So this is he's committed to this first to bring peace in the world as a human being.
먼저 당국 계획하도네 참지 아메 참지 와려야 당아도 야 차롱 제거리 미정시디 싸워야 지금 리도가 아니 미 가다 지속 정신시 차대도 전에 미치기 싸워대 쉬우지 개셔버리셔.
So we are all brought up by and nurtured by our mother's love and compassion as we grew up. And therefore, the basic human quality, the basic human nature is compassionate. And as social animals also, it is very important for us to be, in harmony and in love with each other.
Since you see Tibet situation become very difficult, then finally I escaped. As soon as cross the border, the human being, member, you see, smiling. Really, it's a very strong feeling of we have some century-old close connection. 이제 되거든. 몇 시간부터 거든. 몇 시간부터 렌쇼 되게 되거든. 몇 시간부터 지키시다. So then, as soon as I saw member, they really much devoted. Then that immense sort of relief we suffer inside Tibet, too much sort of control. Then they almost, you say, last week, Lhasa, I received one message from Chinese military headquarters. So they want to know where I live. Nobulinga, Cheselinga, and Nobulinga also there are few buildings.
Yes. That's right.
So you see, that gives me doubt or suspicion.
Yes.
Whether now, although they say they going to bombard, but your place we will protect. The opposite, they may choose my place is the real
Target.
Target. You know, after bombardment, some Chinese rocket and my houses, on my houses, there's some Kusuma, some
Security
bodyguard.
guards.
They notice. So after I left, I escaped. They saw few rocket on my rooms, or
The roof,
How they-
on the roof. On the roof of the roof of the residence.
so it is quite certain they target bombard or then I escaped and also I done the investigation with puja of Pandaramo, whether I now leave Lhasa or Nobulinga or not. Then the result go. So that is the story.
Yes.
When I leaving Nobulinga, much afraid. But then, after cross the Zangbo river, then feel more safe. Then the whole night we on horse we move. Then next morning on the Latimin Khasa,
Pass, the high pass.
Wow.
When we reach the one La,
Pass.
then the one Tibetan who provided me on horse, riding that person on the
Mountain pass. No.
pass. He expressed, now from here you can see Lhasa. This is the last moment, he told me. And he turned my horse towards Lhasa. And I look and pray few moments, and then go continuously. That's this. Kodo. Remember, Shamus this way.
And the limbs.
Ka. So, that's the story.
Yes.
Then escaped. So at that time, the things really very, very serious. Some Chinese political officer, quite friendly, but military especially Tang Sen. He very tough, very, very tough. So they almost is, I think, certain to bombard my house.
Luckily, you escaped.
That most important is the investigation. Padalham, Santatia, those and any go, Sad Poweri. Any Javachaname, those in Mr. Tarala. Tarala also, you see, when I leaving, Tarala told me, now in foreign country, he cannot serve much. So he going to remain in Novalinga to look after this Dalai Lama's house or these things. Then Chinese bombardment is to start. The Tarala also then escaped, cross the river. The one beautiful story, Tarala, after cross the river, one family he found, and he went there and sleep. The family also give him chang. Chang kasure.
La beer.
So he escaped from Nobulinga and crossed the river, and then in that family he slept and drink.
Alcohol.
So very good sleep. Next morning, when he approached after me, so then one pass there we met, and we all feel now we at least we free, escaped. So that is the story. Shall we listen?
Yes.
So then, still whether India allowed me or not, we little doubt. So you see, I sent 2 delegations, one Indian border, one Bhutan's border. Then I received the message, the Tibetan, delegation who went to Indian border. He carried the message, Indian, they are ready, happily want to receive me. So then I come the Indian side. So one was a head, member's head, I kept as a souvenir. I think will come.
No.
So that is the most serious period, really danger of my life. But then reach Indian territory. I met some Indian friend who served 56 Buddha Jayanti celebration. They already ready on the border receive me. So as soon as I saw them, their face, I feel completely relief. Mr. Menon, Goda. Now this is the member's head. Yeah, didn't know what kind. Now look. Oh. So member people, you see, they wholeheartedly receive me when I on yak. This is a so remember, you see, with this head, you see, they approach me and touching my feet, express real sorrow, faith. Then I really felt complete safe. Okay. So that's my new life start as a refugee. But government of India give me the position of guest of Indian government. So since then, I'm as a guest of Indian government, all help give me, government of India. So I completely safe. After I come here, then at that time, my main concern is preservation of Tibetan rich cultural heritage. And then we also very much eager the few thousand monks also you see escape. So many of them also their their way to living in Chamba area, road worker. So Peshawar Kasurta.
The students, among students who had escaped at that time.
You see, who study, debate these things. So at Chamba, so few hundred of them working, road worker. Then I stopped. And then, you see, I met few hundred of them. This is the first time, you see, those monks with lay people's chuba and carry taxe at Chamba. Very strange, new experience. Tibetan monk, now road working, and lay people's to dress, but I call them and carry debate, taksar. So then, Pandit Nehru, I have very good relations. So as soon as I come Delhi, meet Pandit Nehru, I told him, we have our own language, script. So therefore, we want separate Tibetan school, study Tibetan with Tibetan script. Pandit Nehru fully support. Then we start a different Tibetan school in India. And then since, as I mentioned earlier, number of monks at that time who are working, road worker. So these, then is it at the beginning, boxer.
No.
One place called boxer. So they stay there and carry continuously their study. Then gradually, since we found a land for resettlement, Tibetan in South India, then you see those, for these monks, I thought, now long run, it is better in our settlement, build, rebuild monastery. And then few thousand monks settled. Now number of scholars, you see, come from that. So these, I feel, I really done.
It's hefty. Louder.
Nowadays, in South India, our big monastery re-established. Now they carry study continuously. Very good. Very good. And Tibetan knowledge about Buddha Dharma. So I think wonderful. So I have several occasion meeting with Buddhist brothers from Thailand, from
Sri Lanka.
Vietnam.
No.
Say, frankly speaking, they recite some sutra, some text. But if we ask the detail, no answer. So we Tibetan thoroughly study these things. So then, obviously, I felt, the Buddhist study we carry through centuries. Now it's really worthwhile to preserve these things. So the few thousand monks in South India, we settled. About 3 big monasteries and Trishulbu monastery, 4th. So now, very well established. They carry their study continuously. And in the meantime, in our school, we start, you see, teacher. At the beginning, use the word chöge.
Religious teacher.
Then I thought, this is not appropriate.
So we changed the name of these teachers to philosophy instructors.
You see, we have a lot of knowledge according to Nalanda tradition. We study all existing Indian tradition, different philosophy, different view, Sankhya philosophy, and Karsada.
No.
So all different sort of Indian tradition. We also study these Trumda. You know Trumda.
Philosophical thoughts.
So they changed the name instead of Chögi, but Terukkigen.
Philosophy instructors.
So now our school in India, you see, one teacher or few teachers, mainly the teaching philosophy. And it become very clear our knowledge through our study, through these books, now we have the ability to teach about
Mind science.
About mind. So we have very detailed knowledge about mind, grosser level, more subtle level, and a very, very, very subtle level. So now later, some scientists about brain specialists, they also very, very eager to know about our emotion, mind. Everybody loves peace, peaceful mind. So through meditation or through fuller knowledge about mental state, you have the ability to keep peaceful mind without operation. Utilize human mind fully. Meantime, you see, technique, meditation. Here, I really notice the altruism, really source of inner peace. And also that basic human nature, we born from our mother. So right from the beginning, our life very much also depend on mother's affection. Now, the problem, when we were young, we received karuna, compassion from mother. Once we join school, not much talk. Now this, we must, or say, we must make effort. In school, not as a religion, but a secular way, secular thinking, and mainly for peace of mind. You see, in school should include altruism, which mentioned in Buddhist text. Now that in a secular way, not as a religion, but a secular way, teach in school. So now, recently I met one my old friend. Now we are going to a seminar in Delhi. So many scholars certainly come. We are going to discuss the secular ethics and about, you see, human brain. We can, you see, exchange, including brain specialist. So we have a lot of knowledge about mind, and with that, brain. So now we decided we're going to have one seminar in Delhi, the secular way, discuss how to develop peace of mind. Peace of mind, very useful. Peace of mind bring inner peace. That also gives healthy body. No longer anxiety, fear, but more self-confidence. So that is not as a religion, but thinking about how to develop best way or for healthy body, and including sound sleep. You see, when our mind really peaceful, for me, for example, my own case, 9 hours sleep always. In dream also, no problem, very sound. So that also, you see, not only bring peace of mind, but also for physical health. So these, as a secular way, we want to share with more people. These are actually it's a subject we can study. So not just a prayer or something. Thinking. So now, first tea. Now I realize my knowledge and some experiences through difficult period. I have some experience how to maintain peace of mind. Then now, the number of time talking, including scientists, how to develop peace of mind. So now, some questions.
Okay.
First.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. It's very, very wonderful to hear from you how you managed such a dangerous situation.
그렇다.
자원무시 그진날 굴레 나 가보든지 태나요래 이년
그래.
굴레 집을 태나요래스 갈레 망부시 태나요래스
Yet you have such a peaceful mind
자원무시
yourself.
상마 돈에 나시니 아니 투비다 시디디 말아버시니 송교 나투요래스
그렇다.
갈레 돈에 나시니 굴레 돈에 나시니 아니 심비시디 아니 송교시 나투버셔요래스.
So we have to, Your Holiness, to report on our progress in Tibet House in the US of trying to work to, as you wished us to do, to preserve and protect and promote and present the precious culture of Tibet, the Buddhist culture of Tibet. So I have a report.
아리 단데 벽화 여러 발 아리 벽화 이게 다지 레돔다 진년주 레돔 닝든 진년주 수인스
오다다리.
Yes.
Very good.
And so most of the people, some of the people here are the board members of Tibet House, taking responsibility to see that this continues. And Nina and I, Amala and I are 81 years old now. We're a little younger than you, but we're getting into the 80s.
그렇다.
그런 Terminlada, Kundaniga, Gonu Gejigla Payus, Yaurmuchile, there's Jishamba in a Gejina Pedi.
And we don't intend to quit working. We're going to go on until next life, if necessary. Yeah. But we want to report to you that some younger people are also wanting to join, to help, to preserve this, keep it going so it lasts beyond. Your Holiness may not remember, but in 40 years ago, when we started Tibet House, you said that at the time the real Tibet House is here in Dharamsala to preserve the culture, and that was your work. You did say that. But you said 40 years from then, you would need a strong Tibet House in the US to carry on because the things would be more scattered in Dharamsala. And so we are hoping to be able to help more strongly now at this time and connect more with Dharamsala and also make the precious culture better known to everyone around the world. And I wanted to introduce some people. We have here the Venerable Priyadarshi Bhikkhu from India, who heads the center at MIT that Your Holiness started for ethics, secular ethics, and transformative values. And he wants to work with us to join our work, and we want to support him also. And so we're very happy to have him here. He's been very, very helpful. And then even Thupten Jimba also said he wanted to work together with us. Because in the past, when Your Holiness was traveling all the time, everywhere in the world, then Your Holiness was inspiring everybody to do things for the Tibetan culture. But now Your Holiness can travel on the internet, talking on the, reaching many people without leaving home, which is wonderful. And we therefore want to all work together, not so much competition, but more cooperation. All of your followers who have been inspired by you. And another young person, this younger one, not so younger, but younger than me, Dr. David Kitte and his wife and his son, this Bear Kitte, they are joining like me and then and Ganden. We still have Ganden, remember? Our oldest one, this one.
Ganden.
That's the Ganden. And then we have Michael Burbank over there. With the long hair. With the long hair. He also helping with the Menla retreat where Your Holiness visited. I remember you met the Naga there, the Lu. The Lu.
And the Quran, the Menla retreats in Arila, the Quran, Gom, the Jabchi Sashi, 2 years. Now, Jarum Changoma Pen, Luchi, serious.
And since then, we have been doing Senge Tato. Chanting Senge Tatoki ritual for that Naga. Your friend. You made friends with that Naga. Many of you don't remember, but
and the Gom Jabs Jarwal Quran, Menla retreats is the Menla retreats in the Quran, Gom Jabs, Arila Chictuna, Dela, Jarum Luci, and the nation is Singitato, Singitato.
So we did that ritual. So we're very happy to have this younger family also joining and being active to do that. And then we have also many friends who have come, who are some new to this, and who do great work trying to help the world, especially also in the climate crisis, the dangerous weather destruction, the floods and the fires and the very, very bad climate change, And so they are joining with us to see what they can do for the world as a whole, and because Tibetan culture is good for the whole world, not just for Tibet, as you have always said. And so that is what we're here for today, seeking your advice and your blessing. But it's okay. You don't have to worry, and you can still have your peace of mind, and setting good example of sleeping 9 hours a day. We're trying to follow in those footsteps.
So, anyway, refugee live in India. But actually, when we were in Tibet, only using mentally, all sentient being, all world, only mentally. Now become refugee, leave this country. So at least, you see, I can share actually entire 7 to 8 billion human beings. I can exchange. So now new opportunity. So on the basis, I believe all 7 to 8 billion human beings, we are same human being. We actually human brothers, sisters. Now we have to live on this planet. So now we all have the responsibility to create happy humanity. No longer use weapon, army, completely peaceful world. And besides material facility thing, now we should think more about how to develop peace of mind. Not as a religious thing, but simply a secular way. It is really worthwhile to utilize our thinking to build peaceful mind. So that is my commitment. And no boundary, entire human being. Since we all have same sort of brain, same opportunity, same ability to build through peaceful mind and a happy person and a happy family. Now, communists, you see, they really, eager, to develop a worldwide socialist country. And now, more or less failed. Kremlin, Soviet Union, now no longer thinking, one big union of Soviet. Now, and China also now really changing. So some Chinese who familiar about our knowledge and our activities, some of these Chinese say, we China invaded Tibet. Now there is a real opportunity. Tibetan Buddhism can invade whole China. So now things really much changed. Our principle is warm-heartedness. Different nationality, different country, even different religion. These are secondary. Most important, we all same human being. We have to live together on this planet. Our aim also is the same, genuine peaceful world. So I fully committed to create genuine peaceful world on the basis of concept oneness of 7 to 8 billion. We are same human brothers, sisters. We have to live together happily.
Wonderful, wonderful. We want to help as much as we can. I think I'd like to have the Gelong. The Gelong has to say something from MIT.
No,
Yes?
I don't. But on behalf of
So now, while we remain in India, in America, like Tibet House,
Yes.
you see, different places, people really eager how to develop peace of mind. So we have now new opportunity to share some of century-old our tradition to develop warm-heartedness without touching Buddhism or religion, secular way. So now I feel we have new, better opportunity to discuss how to develop real inner peace. So worldwide, everywhere say peace, 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 peace. Now ultimately peace here. You really you should develop peaceful mind, altruistic mind. So I committed, you see, this world. Now, on the basis of belief, oneness of 7 to 8 billion human beings, we are actually brothers, sisters. We have to live together with warm-heartedness. So that's my commitment. Okay.
Your Holiness, this is a wonderful group of individuals, entrepreneurs, former ambassadors, people who are deeply inspired by you and thinking of how to make the world better. And we often visualize Your Holiness as one of the stewards of the world. And so we wanted to pass this globe.
Okay.
It moves. It has a magnetic thing. You can hold it like this. Yeah. You can hold it with both hands.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, it reminds us often, during
So I
times.
really believe now, or I found when we were in Tibet, only limited area, now become refugee, new opportunity to share century-old our thinking to develop warm-heartedness here. We usually call bodhicitta, altruism. So now, so far I really made some contribution regarding peace of mind. And meantime, my friend like Tibet House and many different places, number of people, they create like Tibet House. So promoting peace of mind. nothing to do with politics, simply human quality, warm-heartedness. So we are thinking now we should have more Tibet house. So now it is really worthwhile how much contribution from our own tradition, from our own experience to bring inner peace and peace of mind. Nothing to do with religion, but secular basis. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Your Holiness, one of our new board members, Mr. Sebastian Zuckman, where he's here, is from Argentina originally, although he
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina. So we traveled with him to Argentina and gave some lectures. And there are some people maybe interested eventually in making Tibet House Argentina. So we have this in mind for Spanish-speaking people. And we also, Michael is holding, you have the book there? Gandhin has the book. And Gandhin, if you show the book, you remember, just put it under. You remember we have the story of your life in the illustrated work, the red one, not the white one. Yeah, that one. And we have translated that into Spanish and German and even Tibetan. We have translated the text into Tibetan. So more people will learn your story.
Tibet House, then terminal.
Thank you.
It shows you escaping, and it shows all the work you have done.
Same as you say, previously, people call Dalai Lama of Tibet. Now, it is, I say, at least some reason, Dalai Lama of world. So I totally dedicated whole world, whole human being. We should be happy one. Happy, not through external thing, but here internal.
Yes.
Altruism.
Yes. And we want them, Your Holiness, by being Dalai Lama of the world, does not decrease, it doesn't lessen being Dalai Lama of Tibet, because we want Tibet to again return to be itself and present itself in the world. And we would like to come again with even more friends next April, March, and talk about the glaciers in Tibet, the melting glaciers.
lo jeme jinda shibe nal sung ge sare yangja khona de cha chini ani namshi da gyurdo da debe da ji chawrom rig de han shu gu yebro.
And the people from Mind and Life, you know, the scientists will join with us, and we will discuss how to stop the melting of the glacier so the rivers can still flow into India and China and Pakistan from the third pole, you know. We hope you will receive us at that time, next March or April.
Now, global warming, that is one serious matter.
Yes.
Now, next few decades, the global warming really become kasoda, this world warmer and warmer climate. That is serious matter. So, judging that, whole humanity's future, time limited. So while we still alive, we should build happy human society. Warm-hearted, no longer my nation, their nation, not talking that. We all same human being and live together happily, helping each other. Actually, we are social animal. You see, live helping each other. Never feel they and we and fight. Never not thinking that way. Thinking we all same human brothers, sisters. We have to live together.
Thank you. And we're so happy to try to help and increase it. This young man here, Dr. Kite's son, this one here, his name is Bear, like a dome. He's like a dome. He's like a bear of happy being. He's very happy.
Kurang Mingdo re ji Tom da jin sin ni.
Kurang Mingde.
Kurang Ming le
Kurang Mingde dom bear. And he has many friends who are very good on the internet in a virtual reality to spread Your Holiness's message of kindness. And he is thinking many ways with his father, Dr. Kite, to do that. And many of the people here are very skillful in technology and on the internet. So we have one also last request, Your Holiness. And we are going to make a contribution in America to Dalai Lama Trust, because we would like you sometime, and of course you don't have to, but whenever you feel like, to do the Kala Chakra Grand Initiation, to do that on the internet.
Kasa.
Chage lamne da bi bugu shue chigla chage lamne tugo wan chen zero na shue chi.
So that it can be available to the people just as a blessing without you having to do too much work. Just meditating at home, and then maybe at Amaravati, was one request, in South India. Or maybe in Delhi, this Gelong wants to do in Delhi in a stadium. But you will stay home and just beam in on the internet. And then other lamas from Jonang, from Kagyu, from all the other schools can also do Tagkye. And you can relax, but you will be the head. They will all be your Leiki Doje, all the other lamas working. So we wish to make that request, that you make a further one more after 34, one more Kala Chakra, which will be online and available to the whole world, therefore, as like a festival, to celebrate, that Buddha does not give up the planet. Tibetan culture knows that, and that Buddha doesn't give up the people. Shakyamuni even, still there. Okay? We're making that request. I should make a bowing down.
Thank you. The Kala Chakra initiation, quite complicated.
Yes.
I done several times, but too complicated. So we'll see.
Okay.
I think instead of such sorrow, complicated prayer, I prefer, few days of meditation about altruism, then about shunyata. The other day, I try to exchange or share my own experience. Firstly, think about altruism, infinite altruism. Meditate few minutes, then that feeling transform moon disk. Then even quantum physics say nothing exists as appears. Things independently exist. In reality, no. Everything depends on our mind. So, that's quite close. the one concept of shunyata, emptiness, my main practice. So meditate few moments, then that very mind transform Vajra, Vajra. And now meditate here, moon disk and Vajra. So that really the seed of Buddha's body, Buddha's mind. So I myself also, is my daily practice. These two things are most important practice. As soon as I wake up, thinking these two things. So very useful, very useful. So I want to share with this practice with more people. Okay. Thank you.